As a parent, I find it tough waiting for my kids to come home when they've been out at night. I know the time they're due home, and if they run over that a little bit and I haven't heard from them, I start worrying and wonder what's happening. It must have been really tough for the dad in our story this week, who didn't know where his son had gone. He knew that his son had taken his inheritance, and the dad would be wise enough to know that his son was blowing that which he'd saved up for him. The thing that really stands out for me this week is the father's heart. He showed grace to his son. He longed for his son to come home. He didn't love the son's choices, but he did love his son incredibly. His son had to make that tough choice to come home, but the critical moment was as the son re-entered. How different the story could have ended if the dad had have come and said something like, "I told you so," or "Where have you been? How much money do you have left?" Instead, the overwhelming response was, "My son, you're home." How powerful that moment must have been for both of them. For us as parents, our kids may not be off living the high life, spending our inheritance, particularly when they're just in their young ages. But even when our kids are living at home, they need that opportunity to reconnect with you. What say they've made some unwise choices, maybe had an argument? How do they re-enter into that conversation with you? Do you make it easy for them? Sometimes we do want to say, "I told you so," or "It's about time," or maybe we'll say you're sorry. But for our kids, they need to know that yes, the consequences remain, but also what remains is our love for them, our unconditional love for them. That's a challenge for us as parents, because sometimes we live so fast-paced that we forget to stop and fight for the heart of our kids. We have the opportunity to show grace on a daily basis to our children. I want to encourage you as parents to set up moments of reconnection with your kids. Moments when your kids can come alongside you. So maybe it's a bedtime routine. As you're about to turn the light off and maybe pray with your child, linger for a little while. Give them the signal, this is the time to talk. Sometimes they will, other times they won't. But you give them the opportunity. You can take this a step further. It's kind of fun to have dad dates or mum and son hangout times, where you intentionally go out together and it's all about your child. You're celebrating them. So here's the cool thing, that while you're out either 10-pin bowling or going to the movies or maybe having a dinner, you can actually have a conversation with your children that allows them the time to explore some of the things they think and they feel and believe. You can open up conversations that say, "How are you tracking at home? What are some of the things that concern you? What are some of the things that we celebrate together?" Laugh a lot, maybe cry. This keeps your conversation close. You see, the son in the story had a pathway home. Your kids too can have a pathway home. You can set them up now. When they reach their teenage years that are often turbulent, you've already set up a pattern in your home of connection. Give it a try. You'll enjoy it. Your kids will appreciate it. And together you'll explore what grace really is. Getting something great that you don't deserve. It's getting dark. He should be home. I think I'll go and check one more time.